Family, I believe that Jinu is actually related to Rumi in some kind of way. Specifically, they have the same father. That third Sunlight sister, aka ZOEY'S mommy, she might even be the one responsible for the oof of Rumi's parents. Baby Nuggy, Saucy Nuggy, family, where are my parents? And what the chicken nuggy? Where the chicken nuggy am I? This is not my house. My parents are gone. The only thing I could find is this tissue box.
Alexia! Ooh, Alexia!
Baby Nuggy?
It's Ghost, Baby Nuggy! Come here!
Sorry, dude.
Since I am no longer here, and I am gone, today's video will be about other secret parents and their stories and what went wrong.
Ghost Baby Nuggy, what other parents and what went wrong?
The Kpop demon hunters will tell you in a song.
Ding dong. Oh, I think they're here. Hello? Oh no. Family, today we're uncovering all the secrets of the Kpop demon hunters' parents. Smash like on today's video if you want to know what ZOEY'S mom was hiding, who is Rumi's real daddy, and the biggest plot twist of Jinu that nobody, and I mean nobody, should know. Because you're about to go crazy when I tell you. So smash like or I can't spill the secrets. And also subscribe to AnythingAlexia right now because we're almost at 10 million subscribers. Secret parent number 1, the sister betrayal. In Kpop Demon Hunters, it is a long-standing tradition that 3 people are chosen to fight these demons called the Hunters. Years ago, it was Rumi's mom and Celine and one other member called the Sunlight Sisters. And now in today's years, it's Rumi, Mira, and ZOEY called Huntrix. And years ago, before both of these 2 groups, there was other groups of 3 who were also chosen. This is a major honor, and not only that, a major responsibility that not shockingly brings these 3 chosen people together so close where they create a very special bond. This bond is so special, it basically makes these 3 people family, and we saw that special bond of Huntrix in the movie, but something crazy we also saw was the Sunlight Sisters, was a sneak peek at the bond of the Sunlight Sisters, made up of Rumi's mom, Celine, and that other secret character. So my question is, if this bond is so special and so pure, why did the Sunlight Sisters break up? Since we know Rumi's mom went oof, the only other Sunlight sister we see in the movie is Celine, who ends up taking care of Rumi. So then that leaves a question, where is the third Sunlight sister? Why is she not in the movie? And more importantly, why is she not still bonded and tight with Celine? Celine made it very obvious in Kpop Demon Hunters that she was very close with Rumi's mom, which is the other member of the Sunlight Sisters. Celine cares about Rumi's mom so much that she ends up taking care of Rumi even though she knows Rumi is a demon. No, that was still there. So if the Sunlight Sister bond was so tight, what actually happened to split them up? Maybe there was a betrayal? Well, I think the secret is that one of these sisters actually betrayed the other sisters. And that's why we don't hear about a third Sunlight Sister at all in the movie, because that third Sunlight Sister, aka ZOEY'S mommy, a complete mystery. We know nothing about this third Sunlight Sister because she might be the real hidden villain in a future movie. And this is why the writers of the movie specifically chose not to tell us anything about her, because they're foreshadowing for even more evil. She might even be the one responsible for the oof of Rumi's parents. Drama. Family, would you ever betray your best friends? Comment down below yes or no. Because I don't think betraying your best friends is very nice. Parent secret number 2. Celine oofed Rumi's parents. All right, family, in our first secret, we mentioned that Zoe's mom, aka the third member of the Sunlight Sisters, might be responsible for the oof of Rumi's parents. But in another giant plot twist, that might have not happened, and somebody else might actually be responsible. Well, it is rumored that that somebody else might be the Celine, who ended up being Rumi's second mommy. These pictures right here are concept art from a potential deleted scene in Kpop Demon Hunters. And this picture shows Rumi showing up to Celine, confronting her after the awards. And instead of asking for Celine's love and approval, Rumi actually went to confront Celine and asked her why she oofed her parents. Shocking, I know. It is rumored that Celine could have been the one to oof Rumi's biological mom because Rumi's mom fell in love with a demon. This could be the real reason why the Sunlight Sisters broke up, and also the reason why Celine felt the need to take care of Rumi out of guilt. Because she literally just oofed Rumi's mom. The least she can do is take care of Rumi now. She has no family. It's also rumored that if they would have added this detail into the movie, it would have been such a big deal and really distracted away from the main parts of the movie. So the writers secretly took it out of the film and decided to keep that storyline for a future movie. We all know that Guima is evil and that is why he's trying to take over the world. That's the main part of the movie. But if Celine would have betrayed her own best friend, that is way too personal of a betrayal that nobody could handle. It would be way too distracting and probably would have melted my mind and turned it into mushed up jello. If Celine actually did what she was rumored to do, this would explain why Celine felt very, very guilty towards Rumi in the movie. There was a lot of awkward interactions between them, and that would definitely explain why. Parent secret number 3, Guima is whose daddy? All right, family, we were just talking about Rumi's parents and unfortunately how they probably went oof. We know for sure Rumi's mom went oof, but we're not 100% sure what happened to Rumi's dad. Now, we know that Rumi's dad is a demon because Rumi's mom fell in love with one, but we still don't know exactly who that dad is. And I think we might have just found him. Did Rumi's mom fall in love with an evil demon who wanted to take over the world? I think that's very possible. There are theories that Rumi's dad has been hiding in plain sight this whole time, and that Rumi's dad is actually the one, the only, the very evil Guima. Yes, I know. Please don't freak out. Now, it's very obvious that Celine is definitely afraid of whoever made Rumi that half-demon part of herself. Celine is very uncomfortable talking about demons and even more uncomfortable talking about how Rumi is half of one. Celine's fear of the demonic part of Rumi would definitely explain that she knows a bigger secret of who Rumi's daddy really is. Because if Rumi's daddy was actually Guima, the demon of all demons, he would want nothing to do with Rumi. And he would want to have nothing to do with Rumi so bad that he would try and completely eliminate her. Oh, which is actually what happened in the whole movie. The whole movie is about Guima trying to get rid of Rumi, and Rumi is trying to get rid of Guima, but if Rumi doesn't know that Guima is her dad, then maybe that's why she's doing that. But if Rumi actually knew that Guima was her father, would she still try and get rid of all these demons? Family, I'm not too sure. Guima is so powerful that Celine, aka Rumi's second mommy, cannot even look Rumi in the eyes because she knows there's a half demon in there. But Celine is so powerful, so strong herself. She used to fight demons all the time. So why would she be scared of one who's not even full demon and who doesn't even act like a demon either? The only demon that Celine is actually probably afraid of is Guima. And that would explain why Celine is scared to look Rumi in the eyes. Because Rumi is related to Guima. That's her dad. Parent secret number 4, a high-ranking demon. There are so many different demons in this giant demon world, and there are definitely some demons who are higher ranking than others. Some of the demons get special treatment like Jinu and the Saja boys, and some of the demons, well, they're just scared all the time and cry little boo-hoos. If some of these demons were higher ranking than the other demons, they would live much more comfortably in their demon society. Just like if Jinu would have not disobeyed Guima in the end of the movie, then he probably would have went way higher up in the rankings too. If Guima is so powerful like we all know, then why would Guima go into the real world and do all the dirty work of trying to oof all of the humans himself? He would for sure send one of the higher up ranking demons instead, so Guima would not have to do anything. And this is why it's a very strong possibility that this higher up in command demon fell in love with a human when he went to the real world as per Guima's orders. Because if you're spending lots of time with the humans, there is a very strong chance you might fall in love with one. Oopsie, sorry Guima. I don't want to be a demon no more. Parent secret number 5, Jinu's dad is Rumi's dad? Alright family, hear me out for this one because this is where things get even more crazy. Jinu is a demon, a part of the demon boy band, the Saja Boys. The main role of these Saja Boy demons was to come into the real world and trick them so they can turn all the humans into more demons. But tell me why one of these demons, Jinu, ended up being very nice to Rumi and almost tried to help her out. Not only did he try and help Rumi out with her fight against the demons, which is literally what Jinu is, Jinu also low-key fell in love with Rumi and ended up sacrificing himself in the end for this stranger that he just met? Which begs the question, why Jinu? Why are you doing so much for Rumi when you 1, just met her, and 2, her whole life is literally against everything you know and believe? It doesn't make sense that he would just sacrifice his own body to help her. Which brings me to the secret of Jinu would only sacrifice himself for someone that he already knew, like his family. I believe that Jinu is actually related to Rumi in some kind of way. Specifically, they have the same father. If both Rumi and Jinu share the same dad, that would make Rumi and Jinu brother and sisters, which would explain why Jinu has so much love for Rumi after meeting her so quick. Jinu's whole storyline in the movie is how he betrayed his family, how he misses them, how he feels bad and guilty for what he's done. So if Rumi was a part of that family that he feels guilty for, then that would explain why he sacrificed himself in the end to try and pay them back. Jinu doesn't have love for Rumi because Rumi is half demon. He don't care about that. Jinu has love for Rumi because they're family. And Jinu knows deep down in his heart that family needs to take care of their family, which is what he did at the end of the movie. Crazy, I know. But stick with me because we have one more secret in today's video that's going to completely blow your mind. Parent secret number 6. Jinu is a father? Family, this last secret is so crazy and maybe so wild that you might not even believe it. Now, we all know in K-pop Demon Hunters, a large part of the movie was following the relationship between Rumi and Jinu. How they met each other, how they flirted a bit when they secretly met up, how they confided in each other when they were feeling bad, guilty, sad, and how they almost even fell in love with each other. But what if I told you that the first time Rumi met Jinu was not actually the first time that they met each other, at least not the first time that they met each other for one of them? What if Jinu has actually met Rumi before, but Rumi just doesn't remember because when she was younger, she had that whole thing where she turned into a half demon, which caused her memory to change. Now, we all assume that Rumi became half demon because she was born from a demon and a human combined. But what if that daddy demon was actually Jinu? And and literally nobody knew. Jinu and Rumi didn't have a spark because they connected. Jinu and Rumi did not fall in love because they're romantic. Jinu and Rumi connected and had love for each other because they're already family. There are theories that Jinu is actually Rumi's father, and that is why he was so protective of her, especially at the very end of the movie. Low-key, Jinu is a very selfish person, and I do not see him protecting anyone other than his own family. Because if Jinu actually sacrificed himself for somebody he knew for like 1 to 2 weeks, then wait, isn't that kind of weird? It would make much more sense if Jinu and Rumi had a much deeper connection to each other that none of us already knew. And quite honestly, it is even possible that Rumi herself does not even know that Jinu is her father. In the movie, it basically shows that Rumi knows that her mommy went oof, but her dad is secretly never spoken about. So that could either mean Rumi already knows that Jinu is her dad, and that's why they connected so well, or nobody decided to tell Rumi who her real father is, leaving her with many questions and also a secret relationship with the exact same person she's searching for. Really, that is so crazy. If you think that's crazy, smash like on today's video and comment down below any theories on the movie that you have yourself. Subscribe to Anything Alexia right now before we hit 10 million subscribers, guys, we're so close. And click any video right here for the next Anything Alexia episode, or click here for Baby Nuggy and Saucy Nuggy plushies at shopalexia.com. Me and all the Nuggy Land characters, love you so much. We'll see you all in tomorrow's video.